Jaybirds, hi, it's me, the Jabin here. Welcome to my show On the Couch with the Jabin. And I've got an interesting story to tell you guys, so let's get started. So yesterday, I had a procedure done for the first time in my life. I've never had surgery. I've never had to go to the hospital to get something done to be healthy. Yesterday was my first time. Well, I didn't really go to a hospital per se, but I did go to a medical clinic to get something done to make sure my body is okay. And basically, I had a colonoscopy yesterday, and I know I'm young for having it, but we were just making sure that things were all right. And things are okay, thank God they are all right. So my experience of getting this colonoscopy done was definitely interesting. First off, once you get in, you get out just like that. I mean, you are asleep throughout the whole procedure, so you don't really feel anything because they sedate you. And it's my first time being sedated. So I don't really remember anything. I just fell asleep like that. Like, bam. Yeah. But yesterday was also my first time being hooked up to any medical equipment ever. I mean, I've always been to the hospital and visited like families and friends in hospitals, but I've never been hooked up to any of those equipments at all until yesterday. And so it's different from you seeing them being hooked up versus you being hooked up with those equipments. It was definitely interesting seeing myself being hooked up to the heart monitor, being hooked up to measure your blood pressure all at the same time. And then the scariest thing happened, being hooked up to the IV. I've heard so many horror stories about being hooked up to IVs. Don't trust little kids when they tell you. It's scary. Yeah. I recommend that you don't ask them. And then they get you scared, and then as an adult, you actually think more because you know more, and so you're very cautious. And so I was very cautious the first time they hooked me up to an IV. And let's just say, yeah, it was very interesting. There's this huge needle that they poke you with. Basically, it's bigger than your original like blood drawing needle, I would have to say. This one was kind of scary, I would have to be honest with, because I've never done this before. This has never happened to me before. And so I was just looking at it, and then I thought to myself, well, it's basically just a bigger shot. So what I did, I look up at the ceiling. I don't look at the needle. I continue looking at the ceiling. I inhale very deeply and exhale deeply. So as the needle goes in, I inhale and then I exhale. That just really helps a lot because it calms you. After that, I was like, oh, it's kind of fun, you know, with the needle going through your hand and through your veins, and you're like, huh, this is interesting. It feels funny. And after that, it's like no pain at all. And so all I would have to say is be brave and not really focus on it, because once it's done and in there, it doesn't feel like anything at all. And people say that it's so weird when the IV goes through your body, but I didn't really feel it. So, I don't know, maybe that's just me. I don't know. So after they hooked me up to all this machinery, I waited there for like, I would have to say a good maybe 20-30 minutes before they took me into the procedure room where they were gonna do the colonoscopy. And then they gave me drugs and I was sedated, and I fell asleep in like the next, I would say 5-10 minutes, I would say. I don't know. But after that, I blacked out, and it felt like I was in there for just 5 seconds, really. It didn't take that long. And I just woke up and I'm like, it's done already? That's just how it is. So if you ever get a colonoscopy done, it's quick. Like, you're in and you're out, and it's like, wow. Alright, Jaybirds, well, that's all I have for you guys for today, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, go ahead and feel free to thumbs up this video, because that would be cool. And look out for a new On the Couch with the Jabin next time, because we are going to be doing the Whisper Challenge. So I'm really excited about that. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to my channel, because that would help me out a lot. And you can also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter to see what this girl has been up to. So Jaybirds, what time is it? It's time to fly away. It's time to fly away. I'll see you guys next time. God bless, and remember, love God, love people. Bye! It's cold in San Diego. It's cold in San Diego.